As the United States intensifies pressure on Iran to negotiate and reopen the Strait of Hormuz, Tehran is not only refusing to comply, but is now escalating its threats against a new strategic waterway. An Iranian military official has warned that if the United States launches a ground invasion, Iran will target shipping in the Red Sea, a critical artery for global oil and goods leading to the Suez Canal and Europe, a new battle zone. Iran's expanding threat, speaking on condition of anonymity to local media on March 25th, the Iranian military official outlined a dramatic escalation of Iran's response. If the enemy tries to operate on Iranian soil or elsewhere on our territory, or if it seeks to impose sanctions through naval exercises in the Gulf of Oman and the Sea of Oman, we will create a new battle zone, the official said. Their actions will not only be useless, but they will also double the cost. The official emphasized that the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, the strategic choke point connecting the Red Sea to the Gulf of Aden, is one of the most vital waterways in the world. Iran has both the will and the ability to pose a completely credible threat against the enemy, he added. Iran's close ties with the Houthi movement in Yemen, which controls large swaths of territory along the Red Sea coast, provide Tehran with a ready-made proxy force capable of executing such threats. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps is expected to support the Houthis in any campaign against Red Sea shipping, effectively opening a new front in the conflict. The context: as military build-up and Trump's ultimatum, the Iranian threat comes amid a significant military build-up in the Gulf region. President Donald Trump has ordered thousands of additional air and marine troops into the area, fueling speculation that he may authorize a limited ground invasion to seize Iranian assets in the Gulf or secure the Strait of Hormuz. Trump has made clear that if Iran does not open the waterway or seek peace, the United States is prepared to escalate the war even further. According to a European news agency report on Thursday, March 26th, State Department spokeswoman Caroline Leavitt issued a stern warning. In a press release, Leavitt stated that if Iran refuses to recognize the reality of the current situation and does not understand that it has lost the military war, President Trump has assured that they will be hit even harder. The president is not joking, she said. He is ready to go to war with Iran. The spokeswoman's remarks represent the latest escalation in rhetoric between Washington and Tehran, following a series of Iranian statements that the Trump administration has characterized as frivolous. Iran's position: no negotiations, only resistance. Iran has consistently rejected its overtures for negotiations. Earlier this week, Iranian officials told Washington that the United States is essentially negotiating with itself and that Iran is not participating in any talks. Foreign Minister Abbas Arghachi reiterated this stance in an interview with state television on March 25th. In recent days, the United States has started sending new messages through different intermediaries, through friendly countries. Arghachi said, Iran has responded by clarifying its intentions and warning that this is not a dialogue or a negotiation or anything resembling a negotiation. Iran's policy at the moment is to continue to defend itself. We have no intention of negotiating. Arghachi placed the blame for the conflict squarely on Israel, but warned that the people of the region and the people of the United States would be the ones to pay the price. This is Israel's war, but the people of the region and the people of the United States are the ones who will pay for this war, he said. The foreign minister's statement made clear that Iran's position has not shifted. There were no negotiations before, and now is not the time to negotiate. Instead, Iran remains committed to defending its territory and has warned that the United States and Israel must pay for the damages they have inflicted. The Red Sea threat. A new frontier. Iran's threat to close the Red Sea represents a significant escalation in the conflict. The Red Sea is one of the world's most important shipping lanes, connecting the Mediterranean Sea to the Indian Ocean via the Suez Canal. Disruption of this waterway would have immediate and severe consequences for global trade, particularly for oil shipments to Europe. Iran has multiple means of executing this threat. The Houthis in Yemen, who have previously attacked shipping in the Red Sea and have launched strikes against Israel, are a key partner in Iran's regional network. Beyond the Houthis, Iran maintains influence over a range of proxy groups across Iraq, Syria, and Lebanon. The combination of these forces gives Iran the ability to threaten shipping lanes far beyond its own coastline. A stalemate. Trump's dilemma. As the conflict enters its fourth week, both the United States and Iran find themselves at an impasse. Trump has laid out a set of demands reportedly now expanded to 15 points that Iran must accept to end the war. These include opening the Strait of Hormuz, dismantling its nuclear program, and abandoning its long-range missile program. Iran has rejected these demands and responded with its own conditions, including a complete end to the war and the withdrawal of its military forces from the Middle East. Trump now faces a difficult decision. He can escalate further, potentially ordering a ground invasion that would almost certainly trigger Iran's promised closure of the Red Sea and open a new front in Yemen. Alternatively, he can seek to de-escalate, negotiating a settlement that falls short of his original demands. Neither path is without significant risk. Conclusion: a region in the balance that the Iranian military officials' warning on March 25 signals that Tehran is prepared to expand the conflict beyond its borders if the United States proceeds with a ground invasion. With the Red Sea now in the crosshairs, global shipping, oil markets, and European economies could soon feel the effects of a war that has so far been contained largely to Iran and the Gulf. As Trump weighs his options, the world watches. The president has made clear he is ready to go to war if Iran refuses to accept his terms. Iran has made clear it will not negotiate under threat and will retaliate against any ground invasion by closing another of the world's most critical waterways. With both sides digging in, the fourth week of the conflict ends without resolution and the prospect of a wider war looms larger than ever.